Hello, and welcome to our online information session. My name is Liz McDonough, and I am the Program Director for the Specialized Program in Professional Writing, as well as our other writing and editing programs here at UC Berkeley Extension. Today we're going to learn all about the program. If you have any questions during this presentation, please go ahead and send them in. We'll do our best to answer your questions as we go through the presentation. So let's get started. Learning to write on a professional level is more than just knowing when to use an authoritative voice, as compared to a communication with a colleague. It's more than just knowing the difference between the shorthand texting language that we all use in our personal lives, as opposed to crafting a message for a professional setting. It's about writing effectively and persuasively so that you are able to get your message across and understood. This is especially important for those of you who are interested in working in communication fields, such as journalism, public relations, grant writing, or advertising. For your work to be effective in any of these disciplines, you'll need to be writing at a very high level. If your audience doesn't understand what you're writing about or the words you're using, your message won't be received, and the connection you're trying to make between your message and your audience will be lost. This is something that Denise Rutledge ascribes to. She's a writing coach, publisher, and editor who has been in the publishing industry for more than 10 years. Professional writing encompasses some key points to keep in mind while crafting your message. 1. Choose your words carefully. You may think that your 2-page article is a beautiful piece of prose, but the executive you're delivering that article to only has time to read the first paragraph. 2. Make sure your message is clear. If your audience has to think about and decipher what you're trying to communicate, you've lost that audience. Finally, send them a relevant message. If you're sending a memo to executive leadership, using industry jargon may be perfectly acceptable, but you wouldn't want to send the same message to a customer who wouldn't necessarily understand industry language. These are just some of the key things to remember as you take your writing to a professional level. I want to point out that writing well and communicating effectively are critical skills that are in demand. Whether you are writing a business proposal, fundraising letter, ad copy, feature story, or blog, strong, persuasive writing is necessary not only for your own success, but also to your organization. With our specialized program in professional writing, you'll gain the skills to write successfully and effectively at a professional level across industries. You learn the best communication methods to describe products and services, how to tailor your writing to your specific audience, how to write internal and external communications, business proposals or fundraising materials, as well as reports. When you add our specialized program on your resume, you're ready to boost your career in journalism, public relations, grant writing, advertising, or other professional communications fields. If you already work in a communications-related field, this program can help you broaden your toolkit. For example, maybe you have a journalism background, but you're interested in moving into public relations. If you are interested in entering the field, this program will strengthen your writing skills for the professional arena and help you tailor those skills to a particular field of interest. For example, if you're a researcher interested in moving into the journalism field. Your current boss or your next boss will be impressed with this program appearing on your resume because it shows your commitment to writing at a professional level. So how does our specialized program in professional writing fit in with your career goals and professional aspirations? Welcome to Berkeley. UC Berkeley Extension is the continuing education arm of the flagship campus, UC Berkeley. Since 1891, we've been assisting students in reaching their professional goals and accomplishments. We offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs, and more than 2,000 classroom and online courses, with 38,000 enrollments each year. We pride ourselves on academic excellence. All of our courses and certificates, such as this professional writing program, are approved by the appropriate campus department. Our instructors, who bring their real-world experience to the classroom, are also approved by campus. So when you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed a real-world professional education that meets Berkeley standards. So, let's take a deeper dive into the specialized program in professional writing, a short, career-oriented certificate program. The curriculum is comprised of 5 required courses and 1 elective. Of the 5 required courses, 1 is a 10-week course. The remaining courses are each 5 weeks long. This comes to a total of 7 semester units and 0.7 CEU, for a total of 112 hours of instruction. So this is a program designed to be completed quickly and used in the workplace so that you develop your own writing toolbox. You might be wondering, how much time will I be spending on my studies? As a general guideline, for every hour spent in the classroom, you should expect to spend about 2 hours outside of class time studying. So if you have a class that meets for 3 hours a week, you'll spend 6 hours studying for a total of 9 hours per week. Most students complete the certificate in less than 2 years, but you have a maximum of 3 years to complete all of the requirements. Here are the required courses. You'll see the Writing Skills Workshop course, which I recommend you take as your first class in the sequence. Then you can take Effective Writing in the Workplace, which goes over basic communications that you would write at work. Anything from internal communications to memos and letters to your supervisor or employees. Public Relations Writing is another 5-week course that introduces you to what you need to know about public relations writing. Then the Fundamentals of Freelancing is a 1-day seminar that focuses on the ins and outs of being a freelance writer and where you can find writing opportunities. Writing for social media is what it sounds like. It helps you understand the different ways to write on social media, the different types of audiences and platforms you might use, how to get a message out on Twitter as opposed to writing something for a blog, and how to think strategically about using social media. You'll need to complete just 1 elective. Here's just a small sample of the electives that we offer. You can see the wide variety of electives on our program's webpage. Electives give you the opportunity to customize your learning by taking those courses that are most relevant to you and your career. We rotate our electives and offer different ones each term. These listed here are some of our most popular electives. So who will be teaching you the ins and outs of professional writing? You'll learn from instructors who are practitioners or consultants in their field, skilled experts deeply vested in your success. They are passionate about sharing their knowledge with you and helping you achieve your professional and career goals. They bring to the classroom concepts that illuminate the topics and real-world examples from their job experience. What's more, they're also approved by UC Berkeley, ensuring that you get the academic rigor you would expect from a top public university in the country. Some of our instructors include Lindsay Crittenden, who is an Extension Honored Instructor. She has also authored The View from Below, Stories, and The Water Will Hold You, which is a memoir. Lindsay's award-winning short fiction has appeared in Arroyo Literary Review, Glimmer Train, Bellingham Review, Pisgah Review, and elsewhere. She has also published articles and personal essays in the New York Times, Real Simple, Image, and Best American Spiritual Writing. Another one of our stellar instructors is Margaret Steen, who is also an Extension Honored Instructor. Margaret is a Bay Area freelance writer, editor, and writing instructor. Her work has been published in the San Jose Mercury News, Christian Science Monitor, Business 2.0, American Journalism Review, Stanford Business, and Network World, and on hotjobs.com. Because so many of our students are working professionals who want Berkeley's academic quality, We offer courses in the evenings, on weekends, and online so that you can continue to work while you study. If you take a classroom-based course, you'll be learning in either our downtown Berkeley Center, which is just a couple of blocks away from campus, or at our San Francisco campus in the financial district. Both locations are easy to get to using public transportation. For online courses, we offer fixed-date classes that have a set start and end date, in the same way as a classroom course. Fixed-date courses usually run about 3 months. This type of online course runs a bit more like a cohort in that you're going to be moving through the course modules pretty much together. You're going to be working on the assignments somewhat at the same time so that you can provide each other with feedback and work on discussion boards and so forth. Your learning materials are always accessible in the online environment. Group discussions, forum posts, and instructor-posed questions all provide numerous opportunities to interact with your fellow classmates. You submit your homework assignments and research projects electronically. Your instructor will provide feedback and grading as you progress through the class. And of course, one of the biggest benefits to the online format is that it is extremely flexible. You do not need to be at your computer at any given time. You can log into the online classroom several times a week or less. You can be on your computer at 1 o'clock at night in your pajamas doing your coursework. At the end of all your hard work and studying, you can earn an award of completion. Earning the award of completion is a simple 3-step process. Register for the program and pay the non-refundable registration fee. You should do this before starting your second course. Complete all of the required courses with a grade of C or better within the 3-year time period. Probably one of the biggest benefits is that you pay as you go. You don't pay for the entire certificate at once. You pay for each course one at a time. Our prices vary based on the course. In total, taking all of your needed courses costs around $3,000, and that doesn't include your textbooks or the registration fee. Once you've completed all of your courses, notify the department to request your award. Many of you are wondering, what do your graduates go on to do? We're always super proud of our students' success. Many of our instructors share stories of former students who have landed positions. Here are a couple of our recent graduates and their current positions. Helene Barabalt is a principal scientist at Sorozen, and she completed our program in 2016. A biopharma professional with an R&D focus, Helene took our professional writing courses to gain experience in grant writing and writing for scientific publications, including textbook contributions. Daniel Schiller has been in marketing, social media, and other types of writing positions since 2003. He describes the program as one for professionals who want to sharpen their writing and polish their prose. Today, Daniel owns his own contract content strategist and copywriter firm. One of his current clients is Wells Fargo, and he recently finished a content strategist contract with Google. So how do you get started? If you are new to Extension, you'll need to create a free student account through our website. You'll use this account to enroll and pay for your courses, find out about your grades, and track your progress through the program. Then start by taking the Writing Skills course. This should be your first course if you're taking the full sequence. Again, you can take individual courses, but if you want to work toward the award of completion, please start with the Writing Skills Workshop. We also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming writing courses and new blog posts. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which we've been able to answer during the presentation. Here are some more that have come in. Can I transfer credit from a college or university? The answer to this question is a qualified yes. You can transfer credit usually for one class in the program, as long as it meets certain criteria, which we have listed on our website. Typically, that means it's a course from an accredited institution that has similar content in which you received a grade of B or better and is of equivalent unit value. Another question, is UC Berkeley Extension academic credit transferable? You do earn academic credit in these courses, but whether or not the credit will be accepted by a receiving institution is going to depend upon that institution. So you will need to contact that institution and check with them to see if the course will be transferable. When do I learn about and enroll in courses for future terms? Once you've enrolled in a course, we will send you reminders about when courses are opening up. Again, please fill out the email sign-up form on our site, and we'll send you monthly emails about courses, new blog posts, and other news. Here's an interesting question. Do you offer job placement? We are often approached by businesses and companies asking us if we could send out a listing of a job opening they might have, or if we know of students who are looking for work. So we'll send those out to the classes and to the instructors and say, hey, someone's looking for a professional writer. We also spend some time in these classes connecting you with resources that are going to help you find work. If you're in the Bay Area, there are institutions like Etc. or Bay Area Editors Forum, and there are numerous chapters of national organizations such as the Society for Technical Communication. These organizations provide great networking opportunities. They offer more short-term professional development, but they also help connect businesses and writers and editors and help people find work. So that's all part of our approach with this program. Another question, is there any type of internship opportunity or career advising for students in the program? Actually, we do offer career advising as part of the courses. There's a lot of discussion in class about how to find work, what type of work to look for, how to negotiate with clients, your fee structure, and so forth. These are all considerations that will be discussed through the process of working your way through the courses. In terms of an internship, we don't place people, but we do have a course called the Writing and Editing Internship Program. You sign up and put in 90 hours of work as an intern at an organization that you identify. The benefit to this is that many institutions or business organizations can't take on an intern unless the intern is receiving academic credit. So we provide you with a vehicle to receive that credit. We help structure the internship and make sure that you're going to be doing the type of work that will benefit you as someone training to be a professional writer or editor. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. If you have any additional questions about this program, where to start, upcoming courses, class schedules, etc., here is my contact information. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our program and course offerings. I look forward to seeing you in one of our classes or online.